Round 2 action continues, this time for the Boost Mobile Pro and the top 17 women in the world, trying to avoid this round. Now we're dealing with it for the first time in 2019 with third place eliminated from the draw. Sally Fitzgibbons, Macy Callaghan, and Keely Andrew, all Australians, looking to be in the top 2 spots to move on into round 3. Going to really capitalize better on swell for windows because you can get to overlapping heats quicker. And a lot more action for the viewers to watch as we look at Sally Fitzgibbons opening up with a frontside wrap. Beautiful wall out front. Throwing some water off the lip. She'll go to her finish. See how Sally did on her first wave.
Yeah, beautiful little takeoff, bottom turn, top turn combo right there. Gets herself back into the power source. Now she jams it up through the lip. Nice little fin release right there. And again, there's that beautiful style that Sally has and that body language that kind of tells you how the ride went for Sally. You always look at the finishing move for Sally Fitzgibbons right here. Watch this. As she snaps it off the top there, you can just see
Callaghan getting started. Macy coming off her first turn, belts it vertically again. Had a little bit more size on the wall of her wave than Sally's, but a great start. Fitzgibbons, then Callaghan. Now Keely's got priority.
Macy through the lip again on this one. Watch this next turn from Macy Callaghan right here. Jams it up through the lip, almost loses her balance, but manages to pull that board back under her feet. You can hear the crowd on the beat.
Gorgeous conditions, smooth open face. Andrew tries to get in the mix, wrapping turn to a snap to finish. All 3 surfers on the board. Shoulder, she got ripped out of the socket at Honolulu Bay last year. She all turns into positives. This was Keely's wave.
Yeah, Keely Andrew, nice little bottom turn, top turn combo.
One guy from the media said, hey, Sally, so what's the toughest day? What's like the hardest day on the job where you're like, oh no, I have to do this? And well, Sally didn't really have an answer for the guys. We watch Fitzgibbons down carve. Little wrap and extend a float to finish. What a beautiful start for Fitzgibbons in heat number 1 of round 2.
And she's going to lock in a great opening wave as well. Sally, though, needs to get the ball rolling. She had a bit of a lackluster round 1. Very uncharacteristic for her. That's better.
You think about how amazing it is for these guys to be part of the Brazilian Storm, but to battle for a couple of spots for the Olympic Games in Tokyo for 2020, that's going to be a wild race to follow. Putting together some big turns is Sally Fitzgibbons with the fin throw on the finish. 3 different versions of shredding from Fitzgibbons in this matchup. 6.83 was her opener, 5.33 on the second effort. Another solid number coming through that's going to help her lead.
And that's what you want. You want the judges to be wowed. They're all fanatical surfers in their own right, and they love good surfing. They appreciate it. Throws a tile out there, beautiful style.
Macy Callaghan, opener 6.0. Picked off a solid wave behind Sally's start. Now rolling in with Fitzgibbons. Her 4th ride in the matchup. Getting some space down the line. Here comes a big windup, attacking the lip. Right off the bottom again, wraps it. This inside corner will just let her enjoy the ride.
Back into physical peak condition. She's looking sharp. She's looking good. The boards are flying under her feet, and she's starting to build momentum. Obviously, I said a bit of a lackluster start in round 1, but she has fixed that right up and is looking like a totally different surfer today.
She's always just thinking how all of her competitors on tour. After the event last year at Karamas, she stayed after everyone bailed, and she just tried airs every single wave. She tried about 50 airs that day when you count the morning session to the afternoon. I don't even feel like I'm exaggerating. She had so much importance on pulling something big off the lip, and then it was really cool insight to how a world title contender really trains for all the major moves on tour.
A sense of urgency, and this is the round that you've got to have that in. You can't afford to sit back and relax. It's a go-get-'em round, and that's exactly what she's doing.
Smooth bottom turn, wrapping it off the top is Fitzgibbons. And she'll just play with that end section. She probably didn't like the feel, the finish of that opening turn. She'll keep her lead as she paddles back out, and Keely looks to replace a 1.0, re-qualify because she missed out on Maui, missed out on the last big QS. What happened on Sally's first turn there?
Yeah, beautiful opening maneuver, but just kind of caught that rail coming down, and it wiped off a little bit of speed. And I think once that happens, the next maneuver is not going to be as dynamic. Keely, 2-turn combo, trying to get the ball rolling here.
Potts, if you were just showing up at D-Ba and just wanting to score it as good as it gets. Just give us that description of a dream day at D-Bah when it's a 10 out of 10 rating, wave quality-wise. Potts will dream that up as we watch the finishing move for Fitzgibbons. Grab rail, reverse, and complete.
Nice, clean offshore winds. No one out.
I love where you're going with this.
Never happens.
Macy Callaghan. Frontside wrap, and this one's going to slow her down just for a moment. She'll pick up the pace to knife it shut, so she just wanted to back up real quick to the 6.0.
Yeah, top two. That's all you got to think right now, top two.
If you're on the World Tour, you get to surf these spots uncrowded. What happened to Macy here?
Well, it was a tough wave to ride. Had kind of a little bit of a crease in it and didn't really find the groove, but I'll tell you what, she did well.
The ultimate goal of finishing off a season world #1. She's had more than just those few runner-up showings. Oftentimes a contender coming into the final stop of the season. Coming off the break into Macy Callaghan with some room to move on her backhand. Her previous wave was 317. Needs just a bit more for Keely's spot in second.
Yeah, just not enough, that 317, Joe. She needs a 3.27. I think she's going to get it. That backhand attack was sharp.
First stop of the season on the World Surf League Championship Tour. Sally Fitzgibbons, longtime veteran to the sport, is out in front. Macy Callaghan second. Keely Andrew now up. The Australian setting up a nice top turn carve. She's in an elimination spot now with Macy's last wave, getting her to second. Keely fighting for it right back.
Well, 5.01, Joe. Three pretty solid maneuvers. And let's have a look at Keely's wave as well. You can see how she's just taking her time. There's no hurry. Surfed this wave 1,000 times, so she knows exactly what to do out here. And finishes strong.
Another wave here, Potts.
Beautiful takeoff. Nice swooping maneuver there. She needs some vertical face to try and operate and get a beautiful big snap. There it is. Nice finish there from Macy Callaghan. You lose in rounds like this and it kind of puts you in a downward spiral. You win a couple of heats like this and all of a sudden you feel like you belong.
Sally with the big wind up. Nice clean forehand arc. Wave's going pretty slow, but she's going to hang in there. She earns the bonus section, hits it high off the lip, but she'll go down. So her keepers came early in the matchup. Had early rivals with Carissa, Steph, Silvana Lima through her first few finals. Here comes a wrapping turn for Sal. Nice clean swoop for the surfer from the south coast of New South Wales. She'll just continue to just keep her form nice and clean. Number to lock through, and then Sally's wave, Potts.
Critical takeoff right there from Sally Fitzgibbons. Very, very difficult thing to do when that wave is resting on your shoulders as you take off. Nice swooping maneuvers there from Sally. And again, another roundhouse cutback. Whether or not that's going to go into a top two, I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to break that 6-point range in the mix and maybe take one of those waves off your competitor.
Couple of big hacks there for Keely Andrew on her last effort. 20 seconds to go. Scraps her way into this insider, so she got some room. A big turn could make the difference. Belts it strong. Keely Andrew can't hang on, and that'll cost her the matchup.
Yeah, you could tell she was in a bit of a rush to get to that section. Just needed a little bit more flow and just really connect with that lip. Unfortunately for Keely, she's out.